Hi, everybody. Welcome to Soul Connection Hypnosis Certification Training Q&A. This is all about the new age of aligned entrepreneurship, and I'm so excited to offer this to you. I wanted to invite you all to have an opportunity to learn everything that you need to know in very short order. And so there is a link in the chat that you can either follow. I don't know if you'll be able to do it on the recording, on the replay, but you will definitely be able to get it in the replay email that's going to be sent out to you if that is what you are signed up to watch. Now, Soul Connection Hypnosis Certification Training is something that comes deep from my heart. I've worked with people for over 15 years in this space. It is a very powerful opportunity to work in a new way, in a way that aligns you with your soul and helping people on a soul level to transform their lives. And the reason I call it a soul aligned entrepreneurship is it connects with the leadership and the life path that you've already been on, whether you're a coach, a wellness practitioner in the metaphysical arts, the healing arts. This is a perfect complement to help you have access to working with people in higher consciousness, in expanded states of consciousness, and in different timelines, and to create the type of transformation that creates true behavior change so people can become the level of leadership and entrepreneurship that they came to the planet to be. So this is a training not only for helping people to evolve, but it's also a training to help you become your highest self so that you can help the planet. Because if you're here, I know you also agree that the planet is going through tremendous change and people are needing to be worked with on a much deeper level. And we're talking about lifetimes of transformation that is needed to be cleared in this current lifetime because we're working often. You may recognize this concept of the wounded healer. Many of you might be sensing and feeling, oh, I want to get out of my corporate job. Oh, I want to finally be an entrepreneur and do my soul work. Well, this is the training that's going to help you get over the hump and get you out into the world. Many of us have had lifetimes of persecution, annihilation, suppression. This is the kind of work that helps transform that and brings your life, your timeline forward. And how does this work? This works through engaging people in higher states of consciousness. So, all the rage about plant medicine and expanded states of consciousness through plant medicine. This is a toxin-free, medicine-free, natural way to access higher states of consciousness. And what's important about this time is our higher selves, our inner guidance is guiding us to develop ourselves, to rise to the occasion. And this is the work that will help you to do that. So this training is a facilitation focused training. It's 12 days long total. Depending on the training that you're participating in, I have a training starting August 23rd, and signing up for that ends the 21st. Now, one of the things that's super important about this training is those who are involved matter. I want you to be called from within. So if you feel a sense of buzzing in your system and feeling like your body is on fire, that is your green light to tell you to sign up for a discovery call with me, and I'm going to make sure that this is truly the right path forward to you after having a conversation and making sure that you are on a path that aligns most appropriately with Soul Connection Hypnosis Certification Training, because it's a magnificent cohort. It's a very small group of people. And you're not only learning how to facilitate these deep transformational states of consciousness, but you're also working with your cohort, becoming facilitator, but also receiving their facilitation of you. So it requires your willingness to go into those deep, shadowy, transformational spaces within yourself and get vulnerable so that you can achieve the higher levels necessary to be the leader that you came here to be and to help people on a truly transformational level. So that is my commitment to you. And I'll get into the brass tacks of how it all works. So let's see here, just looking at my notes. So the course structure is for the next cohort starting on the 23rd is a weekend-based training. So just Saturdays and Sundays starting August 23rd. There are a few breaks out there. The training for August, it starts August 23rd and it goes through that weekend and then the following weekend of the 30th through the 31st. And then we take a break, pick back up September 13th and 14th and 20th and 21st. And what I'll do is I'll just put this in the link in the chat so that you can all see it for yourself, because I know for me, it helps to see it. And so that's a weekend-based training. And then I do have an intensive training starting on October 20th. And that training is 6 days on, and then there's a break, and then starts again in November 3rd. So let me put the dates for that. Okay. And the reason I offer the link to a discovery call is you get an opportunity to ask specific questions regarding your life path. And also, we can talk about payment plans if that is something that is enticing to you. And I'll get into the payment structure soon. Um, so my training is accredited with two different institutions. The certification comes through IACT, IACT, the Institute of wait, sorry, I can't do this off the top of my head. The International Association of Counselors and Therapists. And so I'm a certified instructor, and signing up for this allows you to have a student membership during the course work, and you have access to their resources. Actually, you sign once the courses, the 12 days that you participate in the training is done, then I submit your information, and the tuition is going to go towards your student membership. And then once you certify, you will have the opportunity to get a full-fledged membership. You will be required to complete course work for the certification that you will submit when you're ready, and that includes written and recorded session work with clients. And I review that with a fine-tooth comb, and then once you're certified, you will be able to go out on your own and practice, whether you're going to be a transpersonal hypnotherapist working on a soul level or integrating it into other avenues of the healing arts. I'm also accredited with the Michael Newton Institute, which is a higher level of certification. This is a prerequisite course for the Michael Newton's Life Between Lives and Beyond training. I am also a certified practitioner of Life Between Lives and Beyond. So I will teach you how to access the spirit realm in a way that is in accordance with their expertise. So you can just fold right in to that training. This training, the way that the classes are structured, There is a lecture starting at 9 a.m. Eastern, and then we do a demonstration of the skill. Then there's a lunch break, and then when you come back from lunch, it's practice until 5:30 in the afternoon Eastern. So this is a training that will require your attention. You will need to be present for all of the days, and you will need your energy because this transformational work is completely up leveling and it will completely change your life. So you will also have a beautiful cohort of people to bond with, and you will get very tight with them. And you will also be a part of my Facebook community where I've been training for over 7 years of students. So these are your tribe. These are your people. While you're certifying and preparing your coursework and beyond, after your certification, you will be able to get mentoring through that Facebook group. You will be able to get weekly tips regarding practitionership. You will be covered in a way that holds you very supported. Um, let's see what else. It is our time. This is the time. So if you felt like you're the wounded healer, or that you have been very spiritually oriented or metaphysically oriented or highly sensitive, and people have told you you can't do this, you have to fit within the box of society, this training for you. We're blasting open the box and we're just coming out and showing people that now is the time for them to up level into their soul connected leadership. And look around, we need it, don't we? So the tuition for the training is 4,000, make sure I have this right, 3,000, $4,320. And so if you sign up, you can have a one-time payment of 4,320 or a two-part payment of $2,260. And if you feel like you need financing, meet with me on the discovery call and we can talk about a solution moving forward, because it's more important for me to get you out into the world helping people than it is to, to have the payment scale. I don't know, just give me a call. Also, um, it's important that you know that I've lowered the price from $5,595 down to $4,320 because I want to make this accessible. You will be receiving 2 manuals and a ton of bonus material in that. And once you sign up, I'll tell you all about it during the training. Let's see. So what certification looks like. The fastest student certification I've had is 2 weeks after training. That is record time. Most people take about 6 months to a year to complete their coursework. So this isn't a, you know, quit your job, get the training, and run out and put your shingle up. This is about integrating in a way that feels resonant for you. There will be material in the course that talks about how to set up your practice, ethics, insurance, all the practical things you need to know in order to be a successful practitioner right out of the gate. You will also have the skill set to be able to work with groups. If you're a coach and you are looking for something deeper, this is going to take your practitionership to a completely different level. Depending on where your practitionership is in the healing arts, this method is going to provide you the facilitation and super space holding that you need to work with what clients are already coming to you for. Most of my previous students have felt the call because they felt their clients wanting to help them on a deeper level, but they just felt like they didn't have the skill set to do this. So once you're done with this training, you will absolutely have the skill set needed to take clients wherever their soul is ready for them to go. So I'm just wondering if there's anything else, Sophia.
So I know that sometimes we have people who might ask, like, what if I don't have enough experience? Is there like
Mhm.
some prerequisite experience that you need to be able to do the certification?
No, this is training for beginners. But what I'll say is most of the people who are drawn to this specific training, metaphysical concepts and high sensitivity is not something that's new to them. But if you are new to these concepts, but you're still feeling your heart light up to this training, trust that. I have worked with people who don't have any experience whatsoever, but you will be surrounded by people who are definitely experienced. So you will be in the company of your tribe.
Another question is about, um, I would love to learn more about the transformation that some of your clients have gone through.
Mm. There are so many experiences that people are facing today. It can be feeling disenfranchised by their community and feeling alone, to navigating deep emotional trauma, whether it be from this lifetime or other lifetimes. Or are having spiritual awakenings that are cracking them open and they don't know how to navigate it because they're not surrounded by people who have familiarity with these topics. So there's an endless array of highly spiritual concerns that people are having. Also, people in the corporate space are feeling this shift and have no guidance on how to evolve in a way that evolves humanity. And so part of what is happening is you're in service to humanity through this work. And so holding space is so powerful. So one example is a client of mine in the past who found me in a very non-traditional way, and her marriage had collapsed. Her community had rejected her because she was having such a powerful spiritual awakening that she was experiencing other people's consciousness all of a sudden, right in the flash of just before they were either committing suicide or being murdered. And so, could you imagine how terrifying that would be to all of a sudden be in someone's experience like it's you, but you know it's not you, and you're seeing their death take place? So she came to me, and what came through in just 3 or 4 sessions, I think it was four, was the awareness that souls were seeing her from a spiritual level and coming to her to help be crossed over. These were people who were kind of lost in the transition between life and death. And so they saw her energy, and it turned out that she had a whole ancestry of people who were gate transitioners or death doulas that were able to help transition people into the spirit realm, but she had no knowledge of this. So we connected her with her deeper soul knowing and also adjusted how it was that was going, how she received the cue to transition somebody into the spirit realm without it being scary or or upsetting to her in any way. And these are things that can be calibrated on a deep conscious level so that what ended up happening just received at the time that she wanted to receive it, a little ping from a spiritual being without giving her more information than she needed. And then she could do her internal process to help send the client on their way into the arms of their beloved across the veil. And it was beautiful. So, this is just one very dramatic experience. I work with a lot of people who have health crises that are in the midst of a spiritual awakening brought on by health crises. And this is very powerful work because many of them go on to be speakers, entrepreneurs of their own brand, influencers of the highest order, and are also so in service to humanity. So, whether this type of work resonates for you, or if you want to just help people in a traditional hypnotic sense with a spiritual point of view, there's a full spectrum, and your soul is deeply connected and guiding you. And you can trust that if you were guided here, there's something that your soul is wanting you to communicate. Any other questions?
No, I think we've got a lot of information.
Okay, fantastic. So, please reach out to me. In a discovery call, I'd love to chat with you personally and see if this is the right fit for you.
Oh,
Oh, we
we
just got somebody to come in.
let's admit
Oh, you
Nina.
know what I think it is? Let's stop the recording.